socialist mayoral candidate Zohran Mamdani is reportedly considering former Squad Democrat Congressman Jamaal Bowman for a top education position if he wins his race in November. Bowman made himself well known on Capitol Hill, from pulling the fire alarm during a crucial House vote and then lying about it, to leading a rallying cry against Israel.
We are going to show AIPAC the power of the South Bronx. They are in this race because we call for a permanent ceasefire in Gaza. Ceasefire now! Ceasefire now! Ceasefire now!
Let's bring in CUNY professor of law and director of students, alumni, and faculty for equality on campus, Jeffrey Lax. So, Professor, Jamaal Bowman has a long history of supporting terrorism. He supports Sabta Shakur, who was convicted in 1973 of killing a New Jersey state trooper. He was seen at a fundraiser next to an Islamic leader who said he was happy to see the October 7th attacks from Hamas on innocent Israeli citizens, including a number of Americans who were killed or taken hostage in the Gaza Strip. And yet, Zohran Mamdani wants to put him into a very powerful position in the education system to somehow proliferate this very radical ideology.
Well, Jamaal Bowman is a lunatic. He erected actually a wall of fame that had 2 cop killers in public schools when he was a principal in a Bronx public school. But the problem with New York City is New York has a supermajority. It's an all-Democratic state. It's a one-party state. It's not just going to be lunatics like Mamdani, who, by the way, denied that Israeli women were raped, denied it. Mm-hmm. That's a sick person. But Mamdani's going to have complete control, if he wins, of the city with a supermajority in both the council and the assembly. It is going to be a nightmare, I think worse than Chicago, with Brandon Johnson over there, because New York City has a financial impact on the whole world.
Right.
So his government-run grocery stores, companies and businesses are going to flee New York. It's going to have an impact not just here, but elsewhere.
So Zohran Mamdani has really been trying to walk back some of his previous statements. Last week, he tried to claim that he wasn't for defunding the New York Police Department. He's trying to somewhat moderate his positions, but then he does things like consider someone like Jamaal Bowman to be in charge of a massive education department in New York City. And to me, it becomes clear that he's not interested in moderating his stances at all. In fact, he wants to codify them in the system because, after all, personnel is policy, whether it's in New York City or Washington, D.C.
It's loyalty to the Democratic Party, which is no longer the Democratic Party, let's be honest. This is a far-left party. The only reason they're together is for votes. They can't win alone. But they're 2 totally separate things. They're the socialists. Really, a lot of them, Mamdani's a communist. Mm-hmm. I mean, when he says he literally said in a video, Hannity showed a clip of it on his show, which was phenomenal. I urge people to watch the whole thing because it's not out of context.
Right.
He says, we want government to seize the means of production. Guess what? Lenin wrote about that. Marx wrote about that. That's not socialism. That is how you get to communism.
Yeah, and Fidel Castro actually did it in Cuba. So that's not something that is just in ideology. It's also been put into practice with very, very awful results. Jeffrey Lax, great to see you this morning. Thank you. Thanks for coming in.
I'm Steve Ducey.
I'm Brian Kilmeade.
And I'm Ainsley Earhart. And click here to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page to catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis.